Hello, guys. Welcome to another live stream. Been a busy week for me. I haven't really been around too much. I'm sorry about that, but everything is solved now, so we can go back to bi-daily live streams. As usual, we're going to look at Bitcoin first, the general market, and after that, we will try to see some altcoins. And I have a new altcoin to recommend. I mean, do your own research as always, but I found something pretty good. So without further ado, let's get to it. The first thing I would like to talk about regarding Bitcoin is the following. I've been looking at the chart for a while, and I've seen some decent fractals here. So basically, this will show us what's going to happen the coming days, or what actually might happen. As you can see, back in June 2017, we had the exact same pattern as we have now. So that means a head and shoulders, then a bounce, then a dip, and after that, basically Bitcoin went full bull. Right now, the exact same thing is happening. We had a head and shoulders. After that, we had a hump, then a dump, and right now, as you can see, when Bitcoin dumped in June, let me just make this a little bit larger for you guys to easily see it. When it dumped, let's take out the Fibonacci. Here we go. It retraced right to the 0.5 Fibonacci level, then it went down one level, and then like we had this massive upstroke for like 2 days. Actually, it's one day. After that, it remained stable, and then it went up. Right now, the exact same thing appears to be happening. Of course, we can never be sure. Just hold on. There we go. So basically we went up, right now it's going down. I do not expect it to break this Fibonacci level again. Basically the reason for that is if Bitcoin goes down any lower than this, then the RSI is going to be oversold. Basically oversold means a massive bull reaction for the past 2 years. Every time Bitcoin was oversold, here you had a 140% increase, then it was oversold again. Then we had a 130% increase. After that, it was oversold again. We had a 144% increase. And basically, this is just rinse and repeat. Every time it's oversold, you have a massive bull run. So if we go down, I do not worry too much because we will go oversold and have a massive bull run. And if I should compare this to the previous runs up, let's see, we should go up about 130%. Which should basically bring us to the top. But I don't think this will be it. If we are going over the top here, if we're making a new all-time high, I expect Bitcoin to have a massive bull reaction all the way up to this resistance here, which should bring us to around 45,000 at this point. So my analysis still stands. Like I said, Bitcoin to 40K within 3 months. It's a little bit far-fetched, of course, but I believe that's going to happen. And if we are going to repeat June, basically what's going to happen is Bitcoin is going to be bullish the coming days, and then it's going to remain stable for a little bit, like for a week or two. And after that, we should start seeing the new all-time high. So I'm really happy about this, mostly because this is good for alts. If Bitcoin is going to be relatively stable for a week or two, then there's a lot of profits to be made in alts. And I found some decent opportunities. So let's get to it. By the way, if you have any questions, just put them in the YouTube comment box and I will try to answer them. So over to alts. Oh, okay, I'm having some lag here. There we go. Over to alts. The first thing I would like to look at you is Lux. Lux is performing way better than I originally thought it would. We have another fractal for Lux, and this pattern right here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave, this is very important. Remember this because I will compare Lux to the next coin that I will analyze with you guys, and this next coin actually has the exact same pattern. So basically what is happening here is we are making a fractal. A couple of weeks ago, let's say about 3 weeks ago, Lux actually made a cup and handle. So here is the cup, and then you have a handle. I'm just going to do it like this because it's easy. And after that, we basically had a 200% increase in price from this breakout. And the exact same thing is happening here again. So we have a cup and handle. This is also known as a bull flag, by the way. And I think like this fractal is going to repeat itself. And where should that actually put us? And that's fairly easy, 200%. That should put us here. So that's an X3, about an X3 from where we are. And this is not too far-fetched. If we actually go to CoinMarketCap and we take out Lux, and as you can see, the market cap is 32 million, which is basically nothing. This coin eventually it will be easy 500 million market cap, easy. That's what I believe. But for the short to midterm, 100 million should be like reasonable. And also at that point, we will be up quite a bit. So there will be some bear pressure, most likely. So if we reach this level, I will sell half my position because at that point it will just be into a bubble phase. I do not like to be in bubble phases, so I will sell some out, wait for a retrace, and possibly what I actually do see happening is that this will from now on be support. Like we bounced there on 2 occasions. So this will be support. And if we actually go to these levels, if we go up, then I expect a retrace into support. Let me just make this a little bit thicker. So this is the support line I'm looking at for the long term, and if the price reaches anywhere in this near this support line, then you know it will make a very good buy. If the price goes there, then you know I'm going to buy even more. I'm already pretty hefty into Lux. And as you can see, this Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is actually repeating. Just hold on. Right here. So some background information on this coin, Kubera coin. They are a gambling platform for online gaming. They have a pretty good roadmap. The current valuation is 7 million, which is jack shit, you know. This is nothing these days in crypto. If we go to the website, now I will actually tell you why I like this platform so much. They actually, you know, have a roadmap here that said, let's see, where is it? No, it's in the white paper. Anyway, they have a roadmap that states we are going to make some games for Kubera. But they actually already made those games. You know, these were not scheduled for another month or two, but they already made them, so they are ahead of schedule. And that combined with the 7 million USD valuation really makes me like super bullish on the long term. Absolutely, this is going to be a great opportunity. I think it's going to be forming like a similar pattern to that actually Lux made. Might deviate a little bit, of course, but this basically is the exact same pattern that Lux created before its epic mega bull run. I'm not sure if we can actually reach these levels. Like the buy pressure is massive. It's like super real. There are big buy orders. Not sure if this is just whale manipulation or whatever. But my target anyway, my target is going to be the 3618, which should put us at about 2000 satoshis. At which point I will just sell half my bags, have a free bag plus profit, and keep this for the long run, as I did with Lux. So that's looking pretty good as well. What else is actually looking good is EOS. I know a lot of group members are actually very much into EOS. I'm going to do this one on the daily because this is mostly long-term position. This is not something that I like recommend day trading with. Reason being, I know a lot of people actually were looking to get into Lux or into EOS. I'm sorry. So I said, well, okay, if it's going to be at support, then it's a good buy. But it's never going to support. The buy pressure is huge. It's continuously forming cups and handles. To demonstrate this, this was the first cup and handle. Just hold on a second. You see, this was the first cup. I'm not going to draw the handle, but this was the first cup. Then the price went up to resistance. There is a very large resistance in this area, which is now support. So that's good for the ones that are actually long-term into this coin. It made another cup and handle, as you can see here, the cup, then you have the handle, then it went up, and you know, the next big resistance should be somewhere around this point. And I think it's just going to do the exact same thing again. Like it's just copy paste, rinse and repeat. It's actually forming a cup here. So here's the cup. Then the handle will come. I'm hoping for EOS to go to support, so more people can actually buy. And if we break out of here, then there is no more data for me to go off. There was some trading data on the left here. Wasn't really much, but it was enough to go off. But if we break this level, there is nothing here, and as far as EOS goes, I think it's going to be one of the top 10 coins before the end of the year, maybe even one of the top 5 coins, and that basically should put it around X3 from where we are now. Just to be accurate, because I like to be accurate. Currently we are, it's already entered the top 10. That's really great. For it to be a top 5 coin, it has to beat Cardano. I think it will easily beat Cardano. Even Bitcoin Cash, this is a crap coin. So EOS should be above Bitcoin Cash easily. And again, for the ones that haven't watched my live streams earlier, I'm super excited for EOS because they will be able to handle 100,000 transactions per second, which is like more than enough for the coming 5 to 10 years, even maybe forever. So that's why I'm super excited for EOS. And I am just sitting on my stash. Basically, I bought most of my coins at like 17,000 satoshis. Sold 10% on 10x, and I'm just keeping the rest. And hopefully, this will be my retirement plan. That would be really great if we can make that happen. Now, next we have Vertcoin. By the way I work, I do the coins that we are in the most. Most of the group members are in the coins that are also in the channels. I always do these first, and afterwards I will do like a request. Now, Vertcoin is really easy. It's like super easy. You had one fractal. This fractal took about 131 days to complete. Like we made a high, then we went low, And we are forming the exact same fractal again. Right now we are at 100 days. This should like maybe be the low. Could go just a little bit lower, but I'm actually going to buy at these levels. I'm just waiting for some proper sell orders. And you know, it should be about 1 month, what I believe anyway. One more month, and then you know we can start the bull run. Um, I just expect this to repeat itself. And actually, last time, I'm just going to clear these. Let's see, last time, yeah, there's not really a Fibonacci level based on these stops, but if we actually repeat what happened here, then we could go anywhere from, you know, from 140,000 to 200,000. This seems a little bit high to me, so I'm just going to sell at the first fib, which is still a nice 3x from where we are now. You know, that's like plenty of money to be made in one trade, so it's not bad at all. It's great. So I'm really excited for this. I'm not really sure about the time period, you know, but I'm pretty sure about this trade. Let's put it that way. The next coin is going to be Litecoin, and I like to trade or to do Litecoin on Bitfinex. Reason being, as I said in my previous live streams, just going to take on the unbalanced volume. There we go. As you can see, Litecoin didn't break all-time high paired against Bitcoin. It's still, you know, trading in these ranges that it has been trading in since beginning last year. Also, the volume does not look like it's going to make a new all-time high paired against Bitcoin, but Litecoin is traded against USD much more these days. Reason being, as I said in my previous live streams, I think more institutional money is coming in, more big money. And of course, these parties will always trade against USD and not against Bitcoin. As far as the price is concerned, you know, we did touch my buy levels, but I strongly believe that we will touch this support again. I'm not sure when, but if we do, I will just buy some more. You know, I did manage to get some buys in. I was a little bit late. I saw the dump and I thought shit, but before my money was there, the wick was already made, so I was a little bit late. And if we can go to these levels again, that would be great. I can just shoot in some more buy orders and be ready for the new all-time high paired against USD, of course. That being said, if we do break this support, I am going to panic sell. So basically, what I have in mind is to shoot some buy orders here. I have my target at a new all-time high, somewhere around there. Should be like 440 USD, and then have my stop loss like really close below this wick. Just to be safe, you know, I don't want to lose out if in case things turns out. You know, there are some good updates coming for Litecoin, which I'm really excited about. Most importantly, Lightning. So that's going to be great, and this might actually push the price to new highs. Okay, my display is hard to read. Let me just try and fix this. It looks zoomed out because I am on a LG widescreen 4K monitor. So let me just see if I can fix this. 1 second. Please let me know if this is better. I'm curious if it is. It's not for me, but if it's better for you guys, then just let me know. Okay, so that's it for Litecoin. Tight stop losses, a long position for me. Now, next, of course, Ethereum. Ethereum has been performing like really well lately. I'm actually surprised to see it performing this well. You know, regarding Bitcoin, I see where you're getting at, you know. That being said, we just went through a 53% correction. Now, in order for it to go to 7,000, this is like, I don't even think it's going to 7,000. If we are going down, we are probably going down to this support right here, which is at like 6 or 5,500. But anyway, where I'm getting at is that we are already over halfway of the correction. So I just don't care. I trade to get more Bitcoins. I'm doing this for 5 years, and just I don't care about the price of Bitcoin, you know. What I do care about is a possible, you know, alt market panic sell that crushes the market. But I just want to get more Bitcoins. You know, and in my opinion, everyone should do this. This is for me by far the most profitable way to trade. Um, so I'm not really spooked about it. Last year we went up from, let's see, beginning last year we went up from $736. Keep that number in mind. $736. That's last year, around the same time as we are now. We went up all the way to 20K, you know. So this could be worrisome for people that entered the market here, but I don't think this is a lot of people in the group, or I don't hope so. So ETH, as I've been saying, I strongly believe, like seriously believe, Ethereum will make a new all-time high. Reason being, 80% of all the coins run on Ethereum. Bitcoin actually has issues, major issues with the amount of transactions. Right now it's okay. You know, it appears as there are not super many transactions anymore. But anyway, Ethereum is being used much more than Bitcoin. And I'm not necessarily talking about Ethereum itself, you know, also all the other coins that run on Ethereum. So I strongly believe it's going to make a new all-time high, and I made this decision based on fundamental analysis, not so much TA. But TA does seem to support this. Just look at the volume; it's insane. If I pair it against USD, it's even much more insane. It appears to be making a bull flag here. Support is strong, you know, so there's no reason for me to believe that we are gonna go down. So yeah, my personal target is 0.23 Bitcoins, regardless of where Bitcoin goes. Before the end of 2018. Of course, we have the block cat position. This is actually creating the same breakout pattern that I talked about earlier. If I take my Elliott wave, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You know, if this is going to do the breakout, I think it will, then 5 should be going to 3. 3 is currently sitting at 0.0. No, this is way too high actually from this position. This would create a massive bubble. I think it's going to go somewhere around, you know, 133. Well, according to this pattern, it should be going to like 180,000 satoshis. But I think this is rather high, so I'm just going to put it here, and this should be like 130,000 satoshis. And this is just the exact same pattern that Lux made. And I'm really excited. I like the product. The developers are great. And the reason I think they are great is because they are not focusing on spreading the coin everywhere on the internet, doing all kinds of marketing shit. They are just focusing on creating the product. And devs that focus on creating the product, they usually are the most successful devs by far, which also create the most successful coins, of course. So, I'm still very excited about this position, and I'm keeping it, definitely. I don't know what time frame this will be, of course, but if I had to put a time frame on this, I would say 1 month or, anywhere between 2 months. You know, um, and the reason I'm so excited is because everyone can make smart contracts this way. I can make a smart contract, but it would require a huge amount of time for me because I'm a noob. You know, there could be flaws in my smart contract. I'm not experienced enough to create a perfect smart contract. And this way, everyone can just create a smart contract. It's like super easy. So that's my covering for BCAT, as I call it, or BlockCat. And now to the requests. Oh no, wait, I need to cover 2 more coins, which I almost forgot. One is Walton. Walton is like totally doing what I thought it would do, and it's even hit my target. Um, this wick right here, this confirms to me anyway that the price will probably crush this Fibonacci. I don't know. This Fibonacci level was my target. I sold like 60% there. With that being said, I think it might actually go higher. I'm not really convinced volume-wise yet, but I like the product, and this certainly has a good future in 2018. And I think in time we can actually see like 460,000 USD levels. I'm not sure about the RSI. Just gotta check it. This coin hasn't been around for too long, so I'm going to use it on the 4 hours. But anyway, this coin doesn't really seem to care too much for being overbought. It appears to be creating a cup and handle. Of course, this will have to be confirmed by the handle. But if this level breaks out, then my target, like, it should be, I'm serious, 460K. That's what I would sell the rest of my portion of Watton. I already sold 60%, of course, but it's looking pretty good. Next, we have COS. COS is like, I like it, but everything depends on the future of their exchange and on their product development. I would say support is right around 75,000 Satoshis. Somewhere around here, and it's bouncing on support. It's about to go oversold. Of course, we had a huge bull run here. I'm not sure how much percent this is, so let me just check it out. This is like 600%. And if the price can stabilize above this support, I'm not becoming bearish. If we are going to crush this support, then I might become bearish. Reason for this is that this actually lines up with the trend line, and I would not like if the trend line is broken. This would be like a bearish signal to me anyway. But I don't think it's going to be broken, so I'm pretty excited for COS too. Overall, the market looks like it's ready for the biggest crypto year ever, and I strongly believe 2018 will be the biggest crypto year in the history. And after this year, a lot of coins will die off, and the coins that actually have value and that people use, they will become huge, and all the shit coins, they will be gone, and the market will mature after 2018. That's what I believe anyway. And just to compare the crypto market, let me just. We are currently at 500 billion valuation. The internet bubble was 10 trillion. So that's 20 times larger than the crypto bubble is today. So, we can still go 20x easy. And I believe this could be a much larger bubble than the internet bubble was. Reason being, back in the day, it was like hard, to invest. You had to go to your bank or to your broker. You had to call them. You had to say, "Yo, dude, I want to buy this and this." And today, everyone can just make an account, put some money, and start trading. So the threshold to actually start doing this is like super low. Everyone can do it. So I think we still have a long way to go. Yes, the first request will be Ven or VeChain. I'm not a huge fan of buying this right now. Um, um, you know, and my reason is super simple. This is a 2600% increase in like a month, maybe. Here you go. Yes, 1 month. 2700% increase. Let's just look what happens to these 27% increases in 1 month. For example, you have Tron. This was like the largest bubble I've ever seen in my history of trading. This went up about 5000%. And then if we go to the daily chart, I'm going to take the top and bottom. In like 12 days, this shit corrected for 3 to 400%, even more actually, 460%. Just go to Digibyte. And this is not to say anything is like a bad coin or whatever, because it's not. But this is all like exactly the same patterns here. 2200%. Look what happened after, big crash. What else do we have? I believe Stratus. Not so sure about Stratus. Yes, exact same thing here. Let's see, 2800%, roughly, big crash. So if you're gonna buy VeChain today, then basically what I expect to happen is, and this is not to say that it's going to happen today, but a bubble is a bubble. It's very easy, and this will happen. This is unsustainable in such a short amount of time. So that's what I'm always saying. Be careful. Don't buy bubbles. You're gonna get wrecked. Ripple. I'm going to take Bittrex, Ripple. Same story every time. I see a couple of days, big pump. This was like 9,000, no, 3,800%, and then like a massive bear market. So don't buy these tops. If you bought somewhere at the beginning, then great. Like, well done, bro. Seriously, you've earned your money, but don't consider buying at these tops. I can check XRP, of course. I have to be honest. XRP charts make no sense whatsoever. There's like 0 sense to this, and I'm like super serious. I'm sorry, but this is just random pumps. It just goes on like this, and then suddenly it explodes. Then it goes all the way back, and then explodes again. So there's no technical sense to be made here. And I'm just going to be honest, if I can't make sense of a chart, then I cannot make sense of a chart. I can, of course, make more sense of the shorter term chart. If I look at this, the volume is slightly fading together with the price. If you really want to buy, then I would like wait until this downtrend is broken, because it is in a downtrend. It's pure and simple, nothing more, nothing less. It's in a downtrend right now. It appears to be putting some bullish pressure on the resistance. But if it was me, I would just wait for a breakout, and possibly because this was the resistance at first, of course. It made a fake out, then it broke out. Now it should retest. And if this retest is successful, you should basically see a breakout of this level. But I don't think XRP is going to make a new all-time high here. Reason being, let's go to the USD chart. Let's say everyone bought for like 19 cents, and then it went to like $3. So I think this has to rest for at least a while. This has to become stable. People need to sell their coins. New people need to buy. So this just has to go into accumulation. That's what I strongly believe. Of course, it is Ripple. Banks. This shit might go 10x again in the near future. I don't know, and that's the reason I don't trade it. So let's see, Digibyte. There we go. I'm pretty excited for Digibyte. Only it's looking a bit bad to me. I'll just be plain and honest. I thought this was going to make another all-time high, but it appears as though it's making like a deformed head and shoulders. So here's support. If this support breaks, I am going to sell my whole stack, and I'm not going to look back, like for real. I don't know if it will, of course, but if it does, then it's goodbye for me, and exit, and I will look at it again like in 3 months. But for now, of course, I'm just holding my Digibytes like everyone else in the group. Next request. Why is there no SIA coin? Oh wait, that's SC, of course. I'm a big fan of SIA coin. They are actually making stuff that makes sense, and that's actually a working product. I also believe that decentralized storage, there will be a strong demand for it in the future. I haven't really looked at the chart, so give me a second. Support seems to be strong. This could possibly be a wedge, and if I had to make a guess as to which way this wedge is going to break out, I would say this is going to break out bullish. I just have to check what the market cap is right now. This should be 1 billion. That being said, this coin is traded mostly against Bitcoin. So the USD value doesn't like really matter too much. Only the pair against Bitcoin like matters. And I think this coin can make a new all-time high, just because it's like a very good product. Fundamentals are there. And if it's going to make an all-time high, then the market cap would be 4 billion, I believe. Let me just check. It should be 5 billion, 5.5, which is relatively high. So I'm like a little bit confused there. I think the market cap will go to 5 billion in the end, but not before Bitcoin like makes its massive bull sprint, because Bitcoin goes up, everything else of course goes up and gets a higher market value. So eventually we might see those levels. So I'm really not 100% sure whether I should be bullish on this or bearish. I think the best way to trade this coin is to just wait. You know, the end of the wedge is nearing. And it can go either way. Support looks pretty strong. So if it breaks out topside, then this might very well make a new high. And my target would be like 800 Satoshis to be conservative. That's what I would do if I were to buy this. So this is probably the waiting game. No, I'm sorry. Ryblox isn't on Coinigy. Or maybe it is. Let me just, to be sure, XRB. No, I'm sorry. I cannot chart this. It's not on Coinigy. I can look, like, just a second. Oh, to answer your question, Mark, I just bought. You know, if it goes down, then sure, too bad. But I just bought because I'm really bullish about it. The volume is higher than the market cap, or it was. I'm not sure if it still is. It's a good product. Same story for Ryblox. This stuff went from, let's say, 40 million all the way to 450. No, 4.5 billion. So this is 100x bubble. I'm not buying it. It's a good product, you know, great, nice, yay. But I don't buy bubbles. And the same literally goes for everything. Here you have Neo. I mean, exact same story, bubble, correction. ETH, Ethereum, same story, bubble, correction. Of course, because of the rise of Bitcoin, you know, the market cap went higher. But if you would have sold here and just kept the Bitcoins, you would be off much better. So that's it. Basically, I don't buy bubbles. I don't do it. It's the worst thing you can possibly do to your portfolio. Of course, what's it called? The Ryblox already corrected for a bit. You know, so I'm not sure when the right time to buy again would be. Let's see. The last one I am going to do today. Regarding Bitcoin, just briefly in between, because I said like, okay, I'm going to hedge into Bitcoin. Reason being, if we look at the previous bubble, then basically this went from the bottom to the channel all the way to the top. And as I always say, look at history, look left for clues, and apply them to today. You know, and I think we are going to the top of the channel again. And that would put Bitcoin at like 200,000 USD. And this perfectly fits the bubble, the internet bubble that I said earlier, internet bubble, 10 trillion, crypto bubble today, 500 billion. So we need 20x to rival the internet bubble or to match it. And as it so happens, coincidentally, that would be at the top of the channel. So as soon as it appears that we are going on a bull run, then I'm going to be big into Bitcoin, possibly with a multiplier. Like, I don't know yet, but this resistance right here at 50K is going to be my target. And then the final coin I will do today as request will be Pay, basically because I'm into Pay myself. Oh, first I would like to look at the market cap. What would the market cap be today? 246 million. My target still stands. From the moment I bought, I said my first target is going to be this resistance, 73,000 Satoshi. And my second target will be the 618, which is basically the strongest Fibonacci line. And this would put us at 100,000 Satoshis, 110,000 Satoshis. Of course, this is long term. I don't know when this will happen. We have a pretty nasty resistance. So I believe as soon as this resistance right here is broken, then we can continue the bull run. So I'm just playing the waiting game. Sometimes it's better to take no action than to take action, and this is most definitely the case for Pay. So yeah, basically that's it. Just a quick update. We are launching a new website for Crypto Campus this week. This will contain a new payment system and will also contain the possibility to sign in, or actually everyone is going to be mandatory to sign in through the website, just to showcase how it's going to work. This is not how it's going to look, but just how it's going to work. Everyone who is currently on Discord is going to log in, and here you have a connect with Discord button. You can just connect with your Discord and you will have an account right away. So this already works, but it still looks ugly. So we are currently working to make it look pretty. But basically you can already do this. This way your Discord will be linked to the website, and that will be easy for everyone. Furthermore, what else am I doing? I am recording some stuff, which will be great. More info on that soon. The private ICO deal is going to be revealed, and I'm super excited for this. Basically, what it is, it's like it will give you the possibility to trade real estate as you trade coins. So there will be like something comparable to Bittrex or whatever. Of course, it will be a little bit more complicated because for every property information and all that will be needed. But you will be able to buy 5% of a house owned by BrickX, and BrickX will take care of the rent, of the maintenance, and everything. And then you can earn the rent that comes in from renting the place out. So it's going to be super great. I'm super excited. The ICO will be with Ethereum. So if you want to participate, make sure to have some Ethereum. Of course, as I promised, I will do the full presentation tomorrow. And I'm going to invest quite a lot in it myself. So it's going to be super. And we have some surprises upcoming, which I will not tell yet because they are surprises. So thank you for watching. If you need anything, you know where to find me on Discord. I'm trying to be available like 16 hours a day. Just send me a message. And of course, we also have the mentors and Crypto Hedge if you need anything and I'm not there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in Discord. Have a good day.